What's going on, my internet friends? Welcome back to another Scraptastic episode. Today's mission is to give the Scraps thing a proper break-in and heat cycle. And I say proper because although we did get it to start in the last video, it was totally chaotic. And yes, most of those were my mistakes. Alrighty, so we're gonna get going with the start of the Scrappy Boy. There's a couple things we're gonna be looking for. One of those things is the IAC number, which has to be in between 3 and 10. And we're also gonna be looking for a coolant leak. Once it gets up to temp, it's gonna build a lot of pressure in that cooling system, so we're gonna be able to find the leak pretty easy. And another thing we're gonna wait for is for the Steel Racing Products fan to kick on. Once it reaches operating temperature, which should be around like 174-ish, the Phytech unit will send a signal to the relay kicking on the fans. That's something that didn't even happen last time because it ran well for maybe a minute before chaos happened. So on the Phytech unit, we can choose what kind of gauges we want to see. Obviously, we have RPM. I have vacuum on there just in case. We're gonna add coolant temp, select, and we already have IACs there, so we can make sure we're there once again in between 3 and 10. Temp is at 174, 172, so the fan should kick on at any moment. There it goes! Bouncing between 2 and 3. That's kind of what we want. Looking good, everybody. It's looking good. All right, so we are getting a little bit on the warm side, but the great thing is with the CBF electric water pump, we could have the cooling system still operating without the engine running and also the fan. So everything is kind of cooling as it's supposed to without the engine making it hotter. Kevin just brought up a good point. It is getting warm because we do have a small coolant leak right there. We did identify it, so we are going to fix that. The engine's doing really good. We do have to address that coolant leak before we go any further. Water pump is fairly quiet. You can hear it slushing around in there. Well, I would consider that a pretty good second run. It finally got up to temp, was able to kick those fans on. And for those of you people that might be mad at me revving out this freshly overhauled engine, bite me. This is a roller engine, so it's not as sensitive on break-ins like, say, a hydraulic flat tappet cam, which, speaking of a flat tappet cam, that was the previous engine rebuild that we did on this channel. For that one, we did have very specific requirements for the break-in process due to that flat tappet cam. For this, I kind of just said, screw it. I wanted to hear some loud noises, and that's just what we did. And sorry, I forgot to introduce Kevin. He's my brother-in-law, but basically my blood brother. We've had some pretty sketchy moments as well. We almost died in a Miata one time when we were ripping it through the back roads. We caught some air. We caught some air a couple times, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's Kev. So what are your impressions on this, on today's
Well, first of all, just thank you for allowing me to actually visit you at your channel, visit you at your shop. It's always a fun time, lovely time. It's a pleasure and honor to actually be here with you. I had a blast hearing this little engine roar because she sounds healthy, she sounds mean, and I just look forward to the day on track, my man.
But yeah, Scrapsters did amazing today. It was nothing in comparison to the last video where it was suffering quite a bit. We were just forcing it to life, but now it was happy where it was. The Scraps thing did it, guys. It pulled through. Only issue I really noticed was a small leak at one of the plugs for the water pump, but that should be an easy fix. The Phytech unit very much did prove itself. Did you guys hear how snappy that throttle was? That is right out of the box. Holy crap. Yes, I know you can get carburetors to snap in the same fashion, but you need to adjust the power valve, some of the jettings, yada yada. I have never installed a carb that was that snappy right out of the box. The sound, oh my God, the sound. I know it's dumping right off of the headers, but damn does it sound good. I'm sure the shorty equal length headers are playing a big role in that great sound. I'm so glad we were able to make those work. Also, I haven't done much timing adjustments because I don't have an actual timing indicator, that little needle that points at the harmonic balancer. Again, we did start getting a little bit on the warmer side, but we were losing quite a bit of coolant, so that explains that. But being able to have the fan as well as the water pump on while the engine is off is an insanely great feature. I've seen and heard people before say that they don't recommend electric water pumps for street usage, but why not? I feel like in stop and go traffic, that water pump will shine because it's constantly pushing 35 gallons per minute. Rather with the mechanical pump, it's only gonna be spinning as fast as the engine is spinning. So if it's at a standstill, it's gonna be at the slowest it can be. I'm super happy with this engine setup. I'm not sure I would change much about it. And speaking of future plans, you guys are probably gonna wanna sit down for this. So we're gonna have to take a small break from Scraps thing for a while. For the last 17 months, I've been pushing this channel and myself to the absolute limit. We have made so much progress and it took so much time, money, and effort to get to this point where the Scraps thing is right now. But I have completely depleted all of my financial resources. We've literally been scraping by, putting every cent we have back into this channel, back into this car. Obviously, you guys know we're a pretty small channel here, so we're not rolling in dough. We're not making YouTuber money. But yeah, we have to put Scrappy Boy on the back burner for now while we replenish our financial stability. But I do want to say thank you to the people that help keep this channel alive. Shout out to our Patreons for making sure we could keep the lights on in this place. But anyway, there might be a lapse in content for the next couple weeks while we get everything back together. But we will be getting back to work on the boat, where we have a lot of things lined up for it, including wiring, engine swap, body work. No need to get discouraged though, because the next step for the Scrappy Boy is to get it driving. And once we get it driving, we get it out of these bay doors, and boy, we're gonna have some fun. I will be posting updates regarding the Scraps thing, the channel, and the glass part on our Patreon. I wanna give a huge thanks from the bottom of my heart to all the people that have helped out with this build, sending us a budget of $100 to $200 to buy parts, sending us actual parts, sending us tools, as well as the companies who have fully sponsored some of these parts to help Scraps thing get to this point. And obviously a huge thanks to you guys, the viewers, for clicking on these videos and watching them and being a part of this journey for the last 17 months. It's been amazing. I hope to keep entertaining you guys for the days to come. With that being said, thank you guys for hanging out for 17 months. We'll see you on the next one. Actually, wait. I'm kind of curious as to what it sounds like in the shop. Should we try it? I think we should.